Hey gamers, Gaming After 50 here, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, all things farming. You got some seeds. You don't want to make a farm plot. You can't make a farm plot. Maybe there's something in-world you can use. Well, there is. Here we are at Dell's Cafe. I've been here before, and I planted a corn, and I planted a potato. All you gotta do is remove whatever is here, and you can plant short crops and tall crops. It doesn't matter which, and you got 8 spaces. So if there's one of these in the area, you can certainly use that. It'll grow like normal. You can harvest them like normal, except for in Alpha 20 you're going to get 2 pieces of whatever it is, 2 corns, and only a 50% chance at a seed. But here you got 8 equivalent of farm plots. Just make sure that if you have a quest here, do not activate the quest without getting your seeds back first, or they will disappear. There are other places. Let me show you a few. Okay, here's another place, the working stiff tools with the garden section. This little area here has got some... I put some corn in there and I put some potato in there. It had goldenrod and chrysanthemum. Just knock those out, put your thing in there. Harvest, you get 2 corns, and we got a seed out of that one. We got 2 potatoes, and we did not... Well, it's hard to tell if we got a seed or not. I don't think we did. Now, it's also got places back here, and even though there's a roof, I was able to plant this corn and these potatoes. And you can harvest them like normal, and maybe you get a seed and maybe you don't. But you can plant there too. There are 6 more spots for you. Tall crops, short crops, it doesn't matter. So there's 8 spots there. You just got to negotiate with the locals if you want to use that one. And just like Dell's Cafe, make sure you got your plants out of there before you start a quest. Okay, here we are, Savage Country. You can see there's some corn growing out front. I've been here before, checking it out. Just knock out the weeds and grass and whatever that's along here, and you can plant in here. It's all kinds of spaces. And the corn is where tall crops can grow, and the potatoes are where short crops can grow. If these are not enough spaces, what you can do, it gets the locals' attention, but what you can do is knock out these windows. And then you can plant even tall crops there. But without knocking out the windows, it won't even let you plant a short one. That's a lot of spaces. And you can harvest them like normal. And you might get a seed. You get your 2 pieces and you might get a seed. So if you got one of these in the neighborhood, you don't want to build farm plots, want to save your nitrate for ammo, go ahead and start planting there just as long as you... Be careful starting a quest if you have crops growing. Retrieve your seeds first, because man, are they ever precious in Alpha 20. Let me show you some more. Alright, here we are. City Fire Station number 7. I've been here before, too. This raised bed here will let you plant tall crops and short crops. The corn is growing where you can plant tall crops. And you can plant short crops. Where the corn is growing, also in the front row. You can also plant corn in the front row. If this isn't enough spaces for you, knock out the windows. Knock out the first one and you can plant a short one. But you gotta knock them both out to be able to plant tall crops. This railing can be knocked out and you get another space there too. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15 spots at Fire Station number 7. This Derelict Greenhouse here has 10 spots if you're willing to knock some things out. Right up front here. It'll let you plant a couple of potatoes without knocking things out, or other short crop. But if you want to plant taller crops, you gotta get rid of this stuff. Get rid of the first level of that, and you can plant a short crop. Get rid of both of it, and you can plant a tall one. Okay, get rid of both of the layers of the shutter, and you can plant a short crop or a tall crop. Take out this ledge, and you can plant all along here. 10 spots. That rundown house there. Let me show you another one. Alright, this blue house here. Got some spots out front for you. Just knock out whatever's here. Plant your seeds, tall or short. 8 spots. That place. There's more. Let me show you one. Okay, this old ranch house has been redone. It never used to have spots for us in Alpha 19, but in Alpha 20 it's got a few. Right up front. The only thing is, you got to take out that ledge. And you got to take out this first lower level of the frame. But you do that. You can plant tall ones there, you can plant short ones there, you could plant a short one there and a tall one there. It's only 4 spots, but if it's next door and you don't want to build a farm plot, it's 4 spots you can use. But there's others too. Let me show you. Okay, this greenhouse with the farm things down there, little patio, those are useless to us. We can't use those. We can't use this either. This little garden over here, can't use that. But you go around front, and there's 8 spots right there. Just knock out that grass, and you're good to go. Tall or short crops, doesn't matter. You don't have to take anything out of there. And even though it's under that overhang, it will grow for you. 8 spots, that house there. Okay, I'm going to show you a little curiosity one. This old crack-a-book. It's actually got a spot. Let's go around here. Now you got to take that trellis out. Locals are restless. You got to take the whole trellis out. Take the first 2, you can plant a short crop. Take all of it, and you can plant a tall crop. 2 spots. But it's 2 spots you don't have otherwise. So, that's that little crack-a-book there. Now a new POI. Let me show you that one. This Jerry's Fill gas station. I have 2 instances of it on this map. They're both in the wasteland, so here we go. But right up front, you got 8 spots. And it'll take a tall crop without even knocking the grass out. So there you go. 8 quick spots right there. Jerry's Fill. That's a new place. Let me show you an older place. Okay, this place here, this old modular home with the carport and all the supplies out front. It's got a few spots too. Around this side. Again, same drill. You got to take the trellis and those, just take the trellis out. You got to take at least 2 levels of the trellis out. Once you've done that, you can plant a short crop, but not a tall one. You got to take this thing out. You take all 3 levels out and you can plant a tall crop, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. A little bit of work involved, but there's 5 spots right there. That's that blue trailer modular with the construction scaffolding. Now this one over here, right next door, the orange one, you can see plots right there. And you can plant a short one there. If you want to plant anything else anywhere else, you got to take some of this stuff out. Now this one, switch over to my kill all here. There's a doghouse right there. Sometimes the dog is on the deck here. Sometimes the dog is over there. Sometimes there isn't a dog. These ones here ought to be safe to use. You can even hammer on the building and take those out to use them all. But you got to decide for yourself if these ones here are worth the risk, depending on where that dog is. That's that place there. This is by no means an exhaustive list. It's just a few of the ones that I've found so far. Most of them are older POIs. Got that new one in there. Let me show you the best one that I found so far. In Alpha 19, there was a hardware store that was very good, but that's since been redone for Alpha 20. But this POI I'm going to show you has not been redone for Alpha 20, and it is the best one of them all. Come on, let's go. And here it is. Y'all recognize this unassuming little white modular home with the carport? This is the one where you go in up there and a dog comes running at you and steps on a mine. It's that POI. I've been here. Around these trees, 8 spots. You can plant tall or short. You can get rid of this tree and have another spot for a tall or a short. That's 9 spots. You can do the same thing right here and the same thing here. That's 27 spots right there. However, you go over here, knock this stuff out, you got 12 by 3. You got 36 spots right here, all in one place, where you can plant short or tall crops without any work. No, don't have to destroy anything. So you got 36 spots here. 9, 9, 9, 27, 36, and 27 is a whole hell of a lot of farm plots. So, in my opinion, this is the best place of all. See if you can find one that isn't in the wasteland. I think this is the only one on my map that isn't. It's the best one there is. So let me know in comments if you found any others that have plantable spots in or near them. And I'd like to share those with all of you, and so maybe save your nitrate for ammo. Look for these places. If you've enjoyed this little video, please consider hitting the like button, maybe a subscription. That'd be cool. It's free. It helps me out, helps the channel out. Helps get the videos out to more people. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Happy Alpha 20, guys.